Hello and welcome to the show. We're here on GTA 5 today, going racing once more. This particular track, built by Brazen Miscreant, who I believe is in the yellow car behind me, is a fairly straightforward track that loops around inside the, I guess, kind of like reservoir area. However, it's a really good fun track to go racing on. Really good fun track to go racing on. Are we playing the silly shuffles as everyone wants a higher up grid spot? God damn it. You lot are useless. We are starting from the back. At the 1 minute mark, we will get underway. We will see how things go. We will see how things go as the cars are released. There is one... Oh, there's already been a spinner. One thing to look out for, there's a rock on the inside of this corner. Now, it's not a normal racing line, you very rarely hit it. However, sometimes in battles you can get in trouble. Cars have managed to fall off on the outside. This is fairly straightforward stuff, folks, so far. It's not exactly wacky races, this is not a wacky races circuit full stop, actually. It's just a nice circuit. But yeah, we've had some cars go gallivanting off of the track. Oh, Stinty got on a huge two-wheeled moment there. Now, we do have, of course, slipstream and catch-up turned on for this because it makes for more exciting races. Basically, if you get screwed over on the first lap through no fault of your own, somebody else making a mistake like Stinty's two-wheeled moment there, you actually have a chance of being able to recuperate some time. Or Scotty hit a wall on the inside and has really checked up a lot of the front of the field. We'll give him the rest a bump. Thank you, Hellcat. That got me going quite nicely. We're going to have nowhere to go, though, into turn one, so we're just going to kind of sit and wait for a little bit. And that was a lap. That was a lap around this circuit. Go around the outside. There are cones around the rock, of course, to tell you that there is a rock there. However, they don't really do much to stop a car if you've already committed. Ooh, we were 3 wide through there. I was on a very shallow line. I had little other options, and thankfully Hyper realised quite how shallow a line I was on. This is going to lose out to Brazen. I'm going to fall back into line. This is not a corner you want to go too wide through there. That is a sketchy little section at best as we head towards the hairpin. Guys, don't go 4 wide. Oh, it doesn't work. Told you. Say it doesn't work. I mean, they've got out the other side. It was a bit sketchy. Can we get around this final corner without a clonk on the inside wall this time? We can, and I get the good run towards the start-finish line. In fact, I get a mega pull. If this would be the final, that had been the final lap, I might have just snuck a victory. We've been very close between me and Gliska. So, yeah, there is certainly there's a bit of a start-finish line. The slipstream pull will be helpful on, but it's not the longest start-finish straight. So car positioning is going to be very important here. Of course, you always want track position ultimately, but if you can get a good time slipstream, you need to be close enough to the fight come the final run. Stinty's going to go for the lead. I literally said before we went into this, 3 wide into the chicane is very dicey. You probably shouldn't do it. And there we have a good example of why 3 wide into the chicane is very dicey and you probably shouldn't do it. Ooh, I'm going to have a big oversteer moment on the outside there. Very nearly fell off the course. I got that quite badly wrong. Thankfully, there was just, and I mean just enough circuit to get away with it. Big twitch from Scotty. I get another big drive down the start-finish straight. Now, this is good news for me. If we can keep this up, I'd be very happy. However, I know my luck come to that final lap. I'm going to not be in the right place for that, but never mind. We're going to run wide. I saw Scotty was taking that tight line. You end up being quite slow on the exit when you run that very tight line, but you've got to give the car space there. We'll let Hyper go for a big slipstream pull. Something lagged off the circuit, I think, behind us that might reduce the number of cars in this lead car tussle. We'll go full back again. 2 wide at that chicane is scary at best. That's why I said 3 wide just doesn't really work very often. I get a big slide. We kind of slid our way up in front of Scotty, and there was not much in the way of space for the green car. We're going to have a look. Oh, we were going to have a look on the outside. Stinty's the one in the slightly better position. Again, we would cross the finish line only just in first, but we would cross the line in the lead. Stinty's hit a tyre bundle. I'm going to have a car at the inside here. We'll give them plenty of space so they can still avoid the rock. There are 3 more cars. We've kind of got this lead 3. Well, Stinty was with the rest, the white car back there, but they've now got another few vehicles, and Stinty's at the back of that train. They will catch us before the end of this. they are going to join the fun and games before the end of the race. I don't know, I'm a little bit concerned why it's saying getting GTA Online session details. We're in the middle of a race. That's normally the thing it says when it's connecting to a game. Why is it saying it now? We are connected. Are we about to crash? In terms of GTA, or in terms of the lobby, or in terms of the driving? I'm not sure which, but there we go. We're going to get a big run. Oh, that's a difficult manoeuvre to pull off. I mean, if we don't rub panels, you can do it, but that's a tough manoeuvre to pull off. If Scotty is going to, sort of holds us along there. So we go and do reverso of a couple of laps ago as we run side by side through that section. Now I will dive across the inside. I can't quite make it stick. Again, it was too tight a line. Danger Man's going to join in the group. Stinty's back with us after a few issues with tyre bundles. Stinty has inspected a lot of tyre bundles around this circuit. I hope they are up to code. I mean, they caught the car, so I guess that means they're up to code. They slowed the car down. They didn't spin it back into traffic, I don't think, too badly. I guess the final wall caused more issues than anything else. Stinty didn't check that one. Scotty did the investigating work on that. So, there we go. Oh, we're going to be... Oh, we have still got this big... I'm just liking these huge runs out of the final corner. This time it'll go to Stinty, and I'd only up with third across the line. Stinty leads for the first time in this manic race. We're going to have another sneaky look up the inside. There's been so many changes for the lead here. It's been fantastic so far. Can we keep it all together for these remaining laps? Stinty's going for the wide line. I wasn't on such a shallow line that time about. However, we are still not going to be able to beat Stinty Mobile. Stinty's actually getting a push from Scotty up the hill. Danger Man didn't fancy bump drafting. Now, we have tried bump drafting. A very, very small set of circumstances it does actually work in GTA 5. Very risky, though, because if you don't hit a car completely dead on, it's so easy to spin it. Oh, I didn't realise Hyper was up the inside. That was slightly my bad. I thought we were clear from cars behind, and I just went to take a turn and take a normal line, and Hyper just snuck the nose alongside. Didn't realise. Unfortunately, that is one of the always difficulty bits with GTA 5, is when you are busy watching... I mean, you can't look every which direction at all times. This is now the final lap. When you're busy looking forward to judge where the other cars are, it's very difficult to know when someone's got a big run behind sometimes. Oh, I got sudden snap oversteer. Danger Man and Stinty both had a bad time on the on a bit of the circuit. I think they were trying to go for a sneaky jump across, and it was a little too sneaky for GTA's liking, and just flung their cars into the abyss. It was, again, that chicane is a narrow. I didn't think there was going to be a car going to that side of me around there. I do apologise, Gliska, but yeah, that's not the side I'd expect a car to go for. If we are close enough, I might be about to have the cheesiest of runs to a finish line I ever did cheese. A gap opened up! We shot the middle! It's going to be victory! I thought I was going to push someone. I was sure I was going to push somebody to a victory. And the waves parted, and there was a space for an orange car to fire through. We cheese. That is the cheesiest of cheesy victories right there, but we took it in the end. The parting of the waves for the Orange Warrior to sneak a victory. Gliska gets fastest lap in the end in 5th place. Mad race. Mad race indeed. Excellent fun circuit. I felt sure I was going to give somebody a push across the finish line. There we go. Oh, can we repeat it though? That's the question. Well, after such a spectacular finish to the first race, what could go wrong in the second race? We're going for the full-on... Well, these are sports car category. These are the 2 race cars, though, the Massacro and the Jester. There is a Lynx that kind of comes with liveries, but the Lynx is not really very comparable to these vehicles in terms of pace. So, yeah, we've got these 2 for the racing. Someone's gone up the wall and fallen over, as is the FailRace way. If someone's not gone over during a race, it's not been done properly, has it, really? We lead. Oh, some mid-air changing of directions. Did not quite go so well in all of that. I say mid-air. It's not really a jump back there, but it's just enough to unload the tyres as you go over the crests with these cars. It's just enough to get the vehicles off the ground. Stinty was playing that super risky. Now, we have seen cars get stuck in that outside bit if you run in a little bit too fast. I was quite... Oh, there's a few cars in the wall on the outside there. Now, I'm fully expecting someone to have a big dive up the inside, indeed. Brazen will have a go at that. Oh, I'm going to clonk the wall, and somehow everyone avoided me. Fantastic stuff. Well done, everyone, for managing to not drive into the side of me, turning in a smidge too soon. And the rest wanted to duck underneath, but won't get any run off of the corner. I get a massive slipstream pull. We're 4 wide over the crest here. I'm going to be side by side with a defensive Bluemobile, but I'm not going to try that through there. Oh, Iska wanted to draw alongside. I've got all sorts of wonky out of there. Fully expecting there to be a car up the inside, so I'll get plenty of space. Yeah, Iska kind of threw it in so much and I just take such a wonky line. I got through the chicane part okay, but it was the next corner that I was all out of position for. In these cars, that final corner becomes a lot more of a corner. In these cars, that final turn is anything but simple. It is, I think, just about flat out. It's flat out if you're on your own, but if you're too wide, if you're on a different line to a normal racing line, you're going to have to seriously think about it. So, it's kind of perfect. It's the sort of corner you want, really. Oh, tiniest of tags with Liska's off. Circuits. Unfortunately, this is something GTA collisions do, where you get a small, just the tiniest of tags between cars. The GTA physics tries to force the cars together, and that leads to vehicles going tumbling off circuits. On a track like this, anyway. Some circuits you get a little bit more leeway, of course, but yeah, when you've got a water's edge alongside, it can go quite badly quite quickly. Hyper has not wanted to fight that one, or I would get a really good run towards the finish line, although we'd stay the order we were in. Perhaps we might not have time to get as bigger a run with these cars as we did with the Warreners. 3 wide up here is sketchy. However, there was, again, we had a little bit of that, not quite as impressive a party otherwise, but the gap formed for me to dive my car up the inside. At the moment we have got 4 Massacros and a lone Jester of Danger Man running alongside. Now, oh, there's that 2 wide converging lines into the chicane again. Come on, Danger Man. It was slightly my bad. We'll wait for you. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, that is a danger at that corner. It's so fast, and if you are on those converging lines, you just end up well, doing that. I thought we were going to be clear to go behind the Jester. We weren't. Jester very nearly hit the wall. We're going to get a big slipstream. Sat behind Ninetales, I would imagine. Now, we've still got time. We've still got time to get back into the fight up at the front. These accidents, sadly, do happen. From time to just simple, small misjudgings at incredibly high speeds lead to that sort of accident. And also, with the leaders fighting the way they are, when you're back here and you can get organised, you will catch very quickly. You will catch very quickly indeed. I'm not going to throw it up the inside of Ninetales here. It's no need to. There's just too many risks involved if I was close enough. I think we would have been a little too far back anyway. Likewise here. Don't do anything stupid into the hairpin. We've got a couple of laps to get ourselves in position to really have a go at the leaders. Although this is going to be about a 10-car squabble for the lead before we know it. Because everyone is really close together. We've got a huge run. I don't want to do that. That will not work. There will be no space for a 4 wide, however many cars. A lot of cars fitting in a tiny piece of tarmac. The 3 leaders rub the wall through there. Do we go? Oh, car was thinking about sneaking up the inside. Oh, someone's clipped the wall through all of that. It's 3 wide, 4 wide. I'm going to make it 5. No, that's a death sentence. That is an absolute death sentence through there. We've just got to sit and wait. There's not enough tarmac for this many cars. Certainly not this faster cars. Ninetales going for a huge jump. Danger Man sneaks up the inside. I want to get a cut back for the run towards the final corners. However, it's not going to work. We're going to be 3 wide almost. Danger Man runs out of slipstream in the middle or backed out of it, thinking that this was going to end in disaster. This is lunatic stuff we've got going on. We give Hyper a helping hand. We've got 2 more laps of this. Who is going to make the mistake? Something bad is going to happen here. I can sense it. We're going to go to the inside of the rock. Something's got to give. Either this is going to be the most spectacular finish we've ever had in a GTA 5 race, or there's going to be a tremendous crash. It could be either Brazen's losing it. Brazen's gone. Oh, that's unlucky. Too many cars in a small piece of tarmac, and Brazen's round. There's a spinner. Navrets and Stinty got connected through the chicane. Now, we're going to have to start being a little bit less, I say lenient, but we're going to have to start fighting more for the positions. We need to be close enough. We need to be close enough on this final lap, and I don't know if we are going to be. Like that huge group has given Scotty a massive lead. Now, catch-up will draw us back. Catch-up will draw us back here towards Scotty, but I don't know whether we'll do it quick enough, because Danger Man's got no slipstreaming friend here. Like, it wasn't a tremendous crash that led it was just we all lost so much time fighting each other, as you are always going two in a group that size, and Scotty broke away. Someone fell off the edge. I think that was Hyper, slipped over the edge of the map. We fly it into the chicane. I'm trying to carry as much speed as I dare. It might just beat us in this fight for third, you know. Danger Man might be able to get in a slipstream pull area for second. Runs very wide out of the final corner. You know what? After that incredible, crazy lap 7 start, it looks like we are actually going to finish in a fairly sensible fashion for all of us. 1, 2 and 3, no one was close enough. No one was close enough. We fought each other so hard on that lap that we could not get within range. Fastest lap will go to Stinty with a 44.6. The Jesters get a 1-2 in the end for Scotty and Danger Man. Considering there was a lot more Massacros than Jesters, that's a damn good showing. The Massacros get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th and 8th. But there we go. Stevie was unlucky on that final lap, actually. He was up in 4th at one point. I think he's ahead of me even for 3rd at the start of that lap. Ended up down in 9th. And Hyper, we saw Hyper escape the circuit. What a mad race. What an absolutely incredible circuit. It's so simple. It's so straightforward. A track layout that but makes for unbelievably good racing. So thank you very much, Brazen, for the excellent track. We had some incredible racing. That 10-car battle might be one of the most ridiculous scenes we've had in GTA 5. That was incredible, but there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.